What's up, guys? This is Pooka, and welcome to episode number 7 of Poké Center, your home for Pokemon TCG news, tournament results, and more. Now, once again, it's been about a month since I've done one of these episodes. Forgive me, I've been a little busy. We had Nationals not too long ago, and now we're getting prepared for Worlds. So, just thought this would be a good time to fill you guys in on some stuff that's been happening lately with the game. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the upcoming World Championships, the second annual Cut Invitational, regionals, battle roads for next season, and also some translations and scans for the newest set from Japan. So stay tuned, that's coming up next here on Poké Center. In less than 3 weeks, the 10th World Championship for the Pokemon trading card game will be held in beautiful Kona, Hawaii, and boy, it's going to be a great one. Now, this will be the 9th annual World Championship held under Nintendo. The first one was held in 2002 under Wizards of the Coast in good old Seattle, Washington, but this one is going to be the 10th one, and it just really shows you how far Pokemon has come over the years, and it makes me feel really old. This game, competitively at least, has been going on for over 10 years. It's going to be the 10th World Championship, but I'm really excited about it. Now, it'll run from August 10th to the 12th. The first day will be the last chance qualifier on Friday. For those who did not earn an invitation to Worlds, this is your last chance. If you can go undefeated through the grinder, you can make it into the main event, and you're right there with everybody else. You can be the world champion. We've never had someone grind in and be the world champion, but we've had a couple people grind in and make it all the way to the top 4, so you never know what can happen. Now, this year it's going to be single elimination, just like it was last year. Probably best 2 out of 3. I would hope so. Last year it was only 45 minutes for the best 2 out of 3, and that was a really controversial issue. Hopefully they fix that this year and they have at least 60 minutes for best 2 out of 3, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Usually they don't change things like these very often. So, single elimination, you probably only have to win 3 or 4 rounds and you'll make it right in to the main event. And then we'll move on to Saturday and Sunday, which will be the 11th and the 12th, which will include over 100 players from all over the world, from Europe, Asia, North America, and we're going to have one great tournament. I mean, in the past, we've had all sorts of people doing very well at the World Championship. Of course, first place wins $10,000. They changed the prizes for this year. Second place goes home with $7,500, and all the top 4 finishers win an invitation and a trip to next year's World Championship. So there's a lot of prizes here on the line. Now, in the past, we've seen quite a few rogue decks pop up. We've seen unexpected players rise to the top. We've also seen experienced players rise to the top, and some expected decks just continuing to do well. So what will be the story for this year's World Championship? Will an unexpected player rise to the top and make a name for himself? Or will a veteran solidify himself as one of the greatest players in the game? We'll find out in less than 3 weeks from Kona, Hawaii, and we are going to do our best here at the Top Cut to cover the event. We'll have interviews, we'll have videos, we'll have all sorts of stuff, as much as we can do. Now, I say as much as we can do because we haven't really gotten permission to do everything yet. In a perfect world, we'd be able to stream from the event, you could watch live. How great would that be? But I wouldn't get our hopes up. We've done that before, and it usually doesn't end well. So hopefully we can stream. I wouldn't count on it, but hopefully. At the very least, we should be able to record some matches, I would hope, so that we can put those online so you can see some super high-level matches from the best players in the world. And at the very least, we'll be having interviews and all sorts of stuff. So, less than 3 weeks, Hawaii, 10th World Championship. Hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Now, after the World Championship is over, we will be having the second annual Cut Invitational. The first one we ran last year with 8 of the game's best players. Of course, Jason Klasinski was the winner of that one. Might know him better as Ness. You might know him better as Jason Klasinski by now. He kind of dropped the Ness thing a while ago. He wanted to grow up. But he won this big tournament last year. I guess it wasn't huge, but it had 8 of the best players in the game just going at it, and he came out on top. So, we're doing it once again. This year, we're more experienced. We're going to do a better job at it. We're going to record every match. We'll try to stream that as well, depending on if there's internet there or not. So far, we have 2 players confirmed, Jason Klasinski and Sammy Sakum, which were the 2 finalists of the tournament last year. The 6 other players have not been confirmed yet, but we will be sending invitations out to them, and hopefully we hear back from them soon. We're going to try to get players from all over the world, players that you've heard of, players that might be a little new, that you might want to see a little bit more of, but at the very least, we're going to do our best to really show you what these players are made of, and show you why they've been so successful in the game. We want to really emphasize the backgrounds of these players, and show you some great games, so look forward to the Cut Invitational. It's going to be held after Worlds is completed, right that Sunday night, so it'll be August 12th. If we do stream, we'll definitely post about it. Otherwise, we'll have all the matches recorded. We'll post them online for everybody to see, and I am extremely excited to see some of these great matches. Hopefully, it'll run a lot better than it did last year. We got a year of experience under our belt. So, Cut Invitational 2012. Who's going to win this year? We'll find out. Looking ahead a little bit, Pokebeach.com has released scans and translations for one of the newest sets in Japan, which is Black and White 6, Freeze Bolt, and Cold Flare. Now this set is very interesting because it introduces a lot of different aspects to the game, and some cool new cards, which I think a lot of people like to just look at the art, so we'll do that too. Now, the first things are full art versions of some supporters. The first one is Charon, and this one is just a supporter. This will be the 3rd time it's printed, I think. Now it's in a full art version, which will be the second and 3rd full art supporter we've seen, next to N, which was the first one. The 3rd one is Bianca, which also looks very cool. So these will be full art, probably secret rare cards that we get in this set. So it's really cool. I know people love full art supporters because, I mean, they're in pretty much every deck, so why not have these important cards be full arts? It's kind of a cool thing. So look forward to those. The other big thing is new cards called Ace Spec cards, which you can only have 1 of in your deck. Now, these include cards like Crystal Wall, an interesting one that it's a tool. Again, you can only play 1 Ace Spec card in your whole deck, which means you can't play 2 of these. I mean, it's only 1 Ace Spec card, period. It's not like you can play 1 of one and 1 of the other. This Crystal Wall, it's a tool. You attach it to the Black Kyurem EX, and it gives it 300 hit points. Now, I've joked in the past that we'll have a 300 hit point Pokemon. I didn't think it was serious, but it is. You can attach this tool and it gets 300 hit points. I don't know what to make of that, but we'll see when it comes out. Now the other one is Crystal Edge, which you can only attach to the White Kyurem EX. It adds 50 damage to your attacks, so these are really, really strong cards. That's why you can only play 1 of them in your deck. The other ones include Gold Potion, which removes 90 damage from 1 of your Pokemon. And also we have a reprint of a base set card, Computer Search. It's really cool to see this card come back. I'm glad that they only let you play 1 now, because having 4 of those in a deck probably wouldn't be good for the game. Be able to cycle through your deck very quickly. And it was known as one of the best cards of all time. And now it's back. You can only play 1 though. The other ones, well, that's all of them. There's not too many of these Ace Spec cards because they're very strong. It's a brand new concept, and I'm excited to see those come out. We'll see how they impact the game. I don't think they'll be in the next set, which is the Dragons Exalted set that we're getting soon, but it'll be in the one after that. So, something to look forward to. I know people always love to look ahead. So, check out these scans if you haven't already on pokebeach.com. You can check out all these cool new cards, and we'll probably see them by City Championships next year. Next season, it was announced that regional championships, which were split up into 2 different areas this season, will now be split up into 3 different areas next season. Now, it's going to be the same amount of regional championships. They're just going to be spread out over 3 weekends instead of 2. So, the tournament schedule for the next year is going to look like this. There's going to be Fall Battle Roads. That's always the first event. And then Fall Regionals. That's how it happened this season. And City Championships. But where it's going to change is right after Cities, they're going to have the Winter Regional Championships. So, after Winter Regionals, you'll have States, and then you'll have Spring Regionals, which is where Regionals have always been, right after States. And then you'll have your Spring Battle Roads, Nationals, and Worlds. So, I just want to reiterate, it's the same amount of Regional Championships, just now they're split into 3 weekends. The interesting thing is that it'll take place in 3 different formats. So you have to adapt to a different format for each regional championship. Now, some players have complained now that they have to travel to all 3 regional championships. That could be an issue as we head into next season, but at the very least, I mean, just giving it straightforward, they're split up into 3 weekends. So now you got 3 regional championships to look forward to. If you can make it out to all 3 of them, there's 3 opportunities to become a regional champion and earn some championship points. We'll see how this pans out. I know a lot of people don't like this change, but it might be for the better. It's more tournaments, well, more opportunities for players to attend tournaments, and who knows, it might end up being a bad thing. They're trying new things out. We'll see how it works out next season, but next year we'll have Fall, Winter, and Spring Regional Championships. Hope you can make it to all of them. Now, the final topic for this episode of Poké Center is going to be the recent news that there's going to be no top cut at any Battle Roads next season. Now, normally in a tournament, you would play your Swiss rounds, you would figure out who the top whatever number would be. At Battle Roads, the limit for the past season was top 4, which was already an issue. People wanted top 8. But instead of extending it to a top 8, they said, you know what, we're not having top cut at all for Battle Roads. So, next season, they're going to be Swiss only, and then the tournament ends just based on the ranking. So whoever wins after the Swiss rounds is the winner. So if you go undefeated, which is probably what you're going to have to do to win a Battle Road, you win the tournament straight up. No more best 2 out of 3 matches in the top cut to decide a winner with single elimination or anything. Nope, you just pretty much have to go undefeated to win a Battle Road. Now, this is the only detail that they've released so far. So we don't know what else is going to change with Battle Roads. I'm pretty sure if it stays the way it is, and it's just plain old 30 minutes, 1 game, whoever goes undefeated wins the Battle Road, people aren't going to be too happy about that. However, they could end up doing something like no longer awarding championship points at Battle Roads, then these wouldn't be as competitive. And then there's no real reason to complain about it. It's just another friendly, sort of competitive tournament to go to. That's one way they could go about it. The other thing they could do is do best 2 out of 3 for the Swiss rounds. That way there's less of a luck factor. For example, if you lose a game on the first turn and you just get donked or something like that, you would just be eliminated from the tournament. You don't want that to happen. So maybe it'll be best 2 out of 3 for Swiss. We really don't know yet. There's a lot of speculation, but until they tell us exactly what's going on, we don't really know. The only detail they've released is that there's no top cut for Battle Roads at all next season. It's actually a really big announcement, and we'll see how that develops. Right now, people are not too happy about it, but you know, give it some time. Maybe they'll come up with something different that maybe people haven't thought about yet. We don't know really what's going on yet, so be patient. Hopefully they release the rest of the details on Battle Road soon, because if they just say no top cut and keep things the way they are, that's probably not a good idea. but we'll find out soon. So, Battle Roads next season, they're going to change. We'll see exactly what changes. Until then, all we know, no top cut for Battle Roads. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Once again, Worlds is in less than 3 weeks, so pay attention to our coverage of that event. Of course, if you aren't already, subscribe to us here. We're going to be posting all of our videos here on our YouTube channel. Also, we have our website, thetopcut.net. Everything will be posted there. But most of the updates from tournaments actually happen via Twitter or Facebook. So, if you want results as they're happening, follow us on Twitter at TopCutPokemon or follow me at Pooka311. Those are both places you'll find tournament updates throughout the weekend at Worlds. Also on Facebook, we are facebook.com/TopCutPokemon. And you know what? If you want to find out what's happening, those are the spots to go. We're going to be reporting as much as we can. We're going to be recording as much as we can. Hopefully we'll be able to stream. So just pay attention to all of our sites if you want to find out what's going on during Worlds. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate everybody who watches all of our videos. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing anything. Of course, we're doing all this stuff here at the Top Cut for the promotion and the growth of the Pokemon trading card game. All of our stuff is free. We're not trying to make money off you guys or anything like that. We're just trying to make sure that Pokemon lives on for future generations so that the younger generations can grow up with the same experiences that I had and what we all had at the Top Cut, because we love Pokemon, we love the community, and we're hoping that it lives on for a long time. So I really appreciate everybody watching our stuff, leaving feedback. It really means a lot to us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I've been Pooka here from Poké Center.